What's going on, people, and welcome to my World Cup final preview and my combined 11 for Argentina versus France. Now, the game is Sunday for the World Cup final, and I think it's written in the stars for Messi to win it because it'll be his last World Cup. I'd love to see him do it. Argentina were my pick pre-tournament to win the whole thing. They were my favourites, but I don't think that they've been very convincing in certain games throughout the tournament. I think they look good in the semi-final, but other than that, I think they've been lucky in games to scrape by. And I think France are a better squad in terms of depth, talent. Even though Argentina were my pick to win it all, the fashion in which they've gone about in this tournament is not as convincing to me as France have been. So, prediction-wise, I'm going to go for France to win it, and I'm going to go for them to win it in normal time. 3-1 France. Might be a bit bold in terms of amount of goals, but I'm going to go for that. I think the pace of Mbappe, pulling of the strings of Griezmann, Giroud can cause problems. Even with Messi in the other team, I think Argentina could obviously create and maybe get one, but I think the French will have too much pace. I think that they are just too solid. And look, I want Argentina to win it for Messi's sake. It'd be a great story written in football history for him to go out on his final bow on the international scene and get the trophy that he's never got before. But I feel that France will do it. So I'm going to go with a France 3-1 win in normal time. That's for my combined 11. Keepers, we've got Martinez and Lloris. As I've said in previous videos, I think Lloris has always been overrated. So for me, it's an easy one in the sticks, and it's Martinez. And I think if it goes to penalties as well, Martinez is a very good penalty keeper, so that could sway the advantage to Argentina if it goes the distance. Right backs, obviously there was Molina, that Montiel, and Koundé's been playing as a right back or even as a third centre back at times, depending on the formation. But I'm going with Koundé. I think he's done a good job. I think he's been solid. I think he's had a good tournament. So Koundé at right, and then the two centre backs, I'm going with one from each side. I'm going with Otamendi and I'm going with Upamecano. That might surprise a few people that haven't got Varane in there. I do like Varane, but I've been very impressed with Upamecano. He's younger. I think he's more agile than Varane is. And I like Otamendi as well, so they would be my centre-back pairing. And then at left-back, I wasn't aware that Acuna was going to be injured for the semi-final for Argentina. I don't know if he's going to be fit for this final or not. They've got Tagliafico as the backup left-back, who's pretty decent, but I do like Acuna. But at left-back, it's an easy one for me, and it's Theo Hernandez. I think he's very underrated. I think he's one of the best left-backs in the world, especially at getting forward in that wing-back role. He's unbelievable at it. So Hernandez, for me, is an easy one at left-back. He's had a brilliant tournament. So that would be my defence and the keeper. The three in midfield. On the right, I'm going with Griezmann. I think he's had a wonderful tournament. I think he's underrated. And I think he always, or most of the time, shows up for France when you need him to. I think he's been one of their consistent best players for a number of years. And I think he's been vital to this squad in this tournament specifically, with how he's played his role in the team. Offers the assists, he can score goals, take set pieces. And he's got a bit of underrated pace as well. Very clever footballer. Griezmann in on the right. In the middle, I'm going with Tchouaméni. Very impressed with what I've seen of him in this tournament. It's the first time I've watched him in this tournament, and I think he's played that role and held that spot down perfectly. Doesn't get too carried away. Scored a wonderful goal against England as well. Someone that's young playing in that position, you have to be decent and disciplined, and he's got it. I'm very impressed. Tchouaméni in the middle for me. On the left, we've got Rabiot. You could have Enzo Fernandez. I do like him a lot. For Argentina, can play in that spot as well, and has done in the tournament. But Rabiot, for me, I know he's older and he's been around the block a bit more, so he's got the experience factor, but I think he's been really important to the French squad in this tournament, chipping in with a goal, but just his role in the team. He's not the massive name, he doesn't get all the headlines, but I think he's had a fantastic tournament. And I do like Enzo Fernandez, and I think he's got a very bright future, but for me, on tournament form, Rabiot has to be in. Now, I'm playing him in his older position because I've got to fit him into this team. But he's been playing more centrally for Argentina in the tournament. But it's the GOAT, or one of the GOATs. I don't know if I hold him as the GOAT, but he's definitely up there. See, I know he used to play on the right more, and he plays more as a central role now in the Argentinian team. But I had to fit him into this team, regardless of where I put him. He's one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest. He has to be in. I don't think he's had a breathtaking tournament, but he has chipped in with his goals in important moments to drag his team through. So for me, he has to be in. Number 9, Giroud. I think he's always been underrated. If Benzema was fit and in this squad, Giroud probably would just be a sub and not get many minutes. But you see what he offers to this team when he's in, and to his club teams. I think he's always been underrated. He's had a fantastic career, and I don't know why he don't get the respect that he should. It's a baffling one for me. I think he's superb at what he does. His experience now. He's silky for a guy his size. And he can score different types of goals as well. And he's clutch in clutch moments. He's your guy you want to score goals. And he comes up trumps every time. Giroud, number 9. And then on the left, it can't be anyone else but Kylian Mbappe. I think he's been player of the tournament. I think he had a really, really poor below standard Euros. And he's bounced back and answered that in this World Cup. And I think some of the stuff he's done in this World Cup's unbelievable. And I think he's getting better and better. He's had a pretty good season with PSG as well. So Mbappe has to be on the left for me. So that is my combined 11 Argentina versus France World Cup final combined 11. Martinez in goal. Koundé, Otamendi, Upamecano and Hernandez at the back. Griezmann, Tchouaméni, Rabiot for the French midfield. And then the GOAT, Messi on the right. Giroud at number 9 and Mbappe on the left. Let me know your thoughts and your combined 11 in the comments, guys. I'll be back at some point soon. I've got some kit videos to do, like top 10s, all-time best kits from different leagues and stuff. So they'll be coming. And haven't forgot, the next video I'll be doing actually is going to be Pele versus Maradona, player versus player. So look out for that soon, guys. Hope you enjoy that one. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If your country's still in it, if you're from France or Argentina, and how you fancy your chances for the final. Enjoy the game on Sunday, guys. World Cup final, 3 o'clock. Let's get it.